Hi, I'm Addie with The Verge, and we're here at GDC 2013 in San Francisco. We're here at Yves Bahar's design studio Fuse project. One of the things he's been working on lately is the Ouya console. We're going to talk to Ouya's CEO, Julie Uhrman. So this is our first real look at the initial version of the Ouya console interface that's going to be going out to Kickstarter backers, and it's really minimalist.
Yeah, we wanted Ouya to be simple, minimalistic. We really thought about gamers. We wanted to be intuitive for anybody that picked up a controller and to get you into what's most important. To us at Ouya, it's about playing games and making games. And you'll see on our home screen, there's really only 4 categories. Play is everything that you've downloaded. Discover is where you find great content and games to download. Make is where you get to learn about making games, where you get to have a direct relationship with developers. If you're a developer, it's where you can upload builds so that you can test and try things out before you launch them into the Ouya store, which is our Discover, and Manage is just our settings.
And what about things like streaming video?
Ouya supports streaming video, streaming audio. We've already announced relationships with Vivo and iHeartRadio. Flickster is coming to Ouya. We support XBMC and Plex, so if you want to make Ouya your entertainment media center, you can.
Tell me how the store works.
We call our store Discover. It's where you'll go to discover great games. The way that you will experience and find games is really based on 2 things. One is we will have content and games that we feature, so games that we love. Kelly Santiago, who runs developer relations for us, is curating the store. So today we've got 3 featured channels that can grow on a daily, bi-weekly, monthly basis. We're also going to look for external people to help us curate the store, so developer friends and universities, and we really want people to discover great content. We also have our genre tags, so you can find games based on genre. We dig deeper into games than sort of the top level genre, so we want to qualify these games as much as possible. So in addition to allowing a developer to tag games, we'll go in and tag games with genres that are more representative of what is really happening. So you can see the words like fight and short on time, and we really want to make it as descriptive as possible. And then the last way that you find games is really based on our algorithm, which is based on fun and what makes a fun game. And to us, that is engagement. So how long have you played a game, or how many times have you played a game in a certain period of time? And we want those games to surface.
And that's what the Sandbox is for, right?
Exactly. Every new game, the latest games, goes into the Sandbox. You can play all of these games and download them. You can search by them by name, but for them to get out of the Sandbox and actually be discoverable within a genre or a featured category, they have to be really light. They have to be fun games. And so once they hit a certain metric, they'll be ejected out, and you'll be able to, discover them just through basic navigation of the Discover store. We also think this is great for developers because it really encourages them to really promote their games and let their audience know that this exists, and to go to Ouya and find it and play it. And if you like it, thumb it up and get it out of the Sandbox.
And all these games have some kind of free tier, but how do you tell how you're supposed to pay after this?
Every game is free to try. That's really the only rule on Ouya, is that it has to be free to try. But our games can be microtransactionally based, or you could have a demo and then you have to unlock the full version. I mean, we already have a game today that's donation based. So you'll learn about the monetization elements when you're playing the game.
So how much is actually in here right now in the catalog, and how much is that going to change by launch?
Yeah, the catalog changes every single day. We have north of 60 titles already. We are seeing games from every different type of developer, from AAA to independent to newcomers we've never even seen before. We've already had developers that have iterated on their game multiple times. But as far as our launch in June, it's hard to tell. I mean, we think there could be hundreds of games.
So who have you been talking to when you're trying to get developers to make games? You mentioned a lot of them, I thought you said 1 in 5 have not actually made a game before?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the developers we're seeing are experienced game developers who've never built an Android game before. And we're seeing game developers that have never built a game before but have aspired to, and now because they can bring games to the television via Ouya, now they're really starting to build games.
Thanks for talking to us, Julie. And once again, we're here with Ouya. It's shipping out to Kickstarter backers today, and then it's got its official launch on June 4th.